Hey guys, it's Miss G. I thought I would give you a little bit of review for subtracting with large numbers, especially when it comes to borrowing. So excuse the glare a little bit, but this problem is actually from tonight's independent work. It should be number 2 on page 32 in lesson 1.7 if you're following along. But here we have the problem 14,659 minus 11,584. I know you guys know how to subtract and how to borrow, but I like to do illustrations so I understand why we borrow and why we carry numbers and why we regroup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the larger number and I'm just going to model it out using my place value chart and kind of creating those dominoes. I'm actually going to make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so we're going to start with our ones column. How many ones do I have? I have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I'm going to look in my tens column. How many tens do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to look in my hundreds column. I have 6 hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look in my thousands. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And look in my 10,000s and I have 1. I do not expect you to do this for every problem. I'm just modeling and explaining why we regroup and how we borrow. So I'm going to look at what we are taking away. We are taking away 11,584. I line that up so it just matches in my place value columns as well. But now I can visually see what I'm taking away. All right, let's look at my ones column. And in fact, I'll get rid of this now so it doesn't confuse you. In my ones column, I know I have 9 ones, and I want to take away 4. Do I have enough ones to take away 4? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I take away 4, and I am left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because 9 minus 4 is 5. Let's move on to the tens column. I have 5 tens, and I want to take away 8 tens. Do I have enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I don't have enough. So what I can do is I can go next door and I could borrow from my neighbor. I'm going to borrow from the hundreds column. So no longer do they have 6 hundreds. He now only has 5. And I'm going to take that 10 that I borrowed and add it to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because I know that each place value is 10 times more. So now that I added that 10 that I borrowed from over here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Or a shortcut could have been, oh, I had 5 in there and I added 10 more. Now I have 15 tens. If I have 15 tens, can I take away 8? Absolutely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many am I left with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am left with 7 tens. Okay. Well, now that I borrowed from over here, I only have 5 hundreds. If I have 5 hundreds, can I take away all 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, and I'm left with 0. Let's move on to the next place value. 4 thousands minus 1,000. Do I have enough? Yes, I do. I'm going to go ahead and take that away. And I'm left with 1, 2, 3 because 4 minus 1 is 3. And then last but not least, if I have 1 10,000 and I'm taking away 1 10,000, I get rid of that and I have nothing left. So my answer is 3,075. 14,659 minus 11,584 is 3,075. Here I just modeled it out so I can visually see, oh, I don't have enough. I have to borrow from the next place value. Let's try it again with a different number. Now I have 456,912 and I'm taking away 37,800. This is number 3 on page 32 if you're following along. Once again, just so I understand why, I'm going to model it out. I'm going to check how many ones do I have? I have 2. How many tens do I have? I have 1. How many how many hundreds do I have? I have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many thousands do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many 10,000s do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many 100,000s do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 400,000s. I know I'm subtracting this number over here. I have to line it up by place value. 0, 0, 8, 7, 3. I like to go backwards just to make sure I don't accidentally flush everything over here. And I'm going to erase that so I don't get confused. All right, now let's subtract. If I have 2 1s, can I take away none? Absolutely, because 2 minus 0 is 2. If I have 1 10, can I take away none? Absolutely, because 1 minus 0 is 1. If I have 9 hundreds, can I take away 8? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I am left with 100 because 9 minus 8 is 1, and that's in the hundreds column. Now we're getting into the thousands, and we notice we have that problem again. If I have 6,000s, can I take away 7? No, I don't have enough. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go next door to my neighbor, and I'm going to borrow one. So I'm going to take this away right here from the 10,000s, and I'm going to put those 10,000s back into the thousands column. 1,000, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because I know that each place value is 10 times greater. So I borrowed one from here, so now there's only 4 in my 10,000s column. And now in my thousands column, I had 6, but I borrowed that 10 over. Now I have 16. Alrighty, let's see. 16 minus 7, do I have enough? Absolutely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, 9. Let's look at my 10,000s column. I have 4 10,000s, and I need to take away 3. Do I have enough? 1, 2, 3. Yes, I do. Now I have 1 10,000 because 4 minus 3 is 1. And then 4, take away nothing. That 400,000 gets to come right back down. So my answer is 419,112. Ahead, I went to number 8 on page 33 from lesson 1.7, and I wanted to show you what it looks like without the modeling. Now, when the numbers are written horizontally like this, you just have to restack them. Remember, the bigger number goes on top, the smaller number goes on the bottom, and you have to line them up by place value. Sorry for the glare. Okay, so I'm going to line it up. In the hundreds column, I have the 2, a 5, a 6, comma, 0 hundreds, 3 tens, 4 ones. Then I'm going to erase this just so I do not get confused. Now this time I'm going to subtract it without modeling, but I'm going to think of the same concepts. I'm going to imagine that those dots were there. Okay, if I have 9 ones, can I take away 4? Yes, I can. 9 minus 4 is 5. All right, I have 0 in my tens column, and I want to take away 3. Do I have enough? No, I actually have to borrow from my hundreds. So I'm going to take away 1 of my hundreds and leave it with 7. And I'm going to put those 10 tens, which is equivalent to 100, I'm going to take those 10 and add it to here. So now I had 0 in that box, and now I have 10. 10 minus 3 is 7. Moving on to the hundreds column, I had 8, but remember I borrowed 1. So now 7 minus 0 is 7. Move on to our thousands column. I have 3,000s and I want to take away 6. I don't have enough. I'm going to have to borrow. So I'm going to look at my neighbor. I'm going to borrow 1 10,000 from here, and I'm going to add those 10,000s into my 1,000s place. So I had 3, and now I added 10 more, so I have 13. 13 minus 6, do I have enough? Yes, I do. 13 minus 6 is 7. 4 10,000s minus 5, do I have enough? No, so I have to borrow again. So I'm going to go next door. I'm going to borrow from my 100,000s. You are now 500,000s. I'm going to put those 10 10,000s over here. So now I had 4 and I added 10 back in. So now I have 14 10,000s. 14 minus 5 is 9. And then 500,000s minus 200,000s is 300,000s. My answer is 397,775. All right, guys, I hope that helps you with some of your work. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know. Good luck.